I see how people are playing with alcohol and they think they can get away with it. I mean, no chance. First, you must understand that alcohol kills you the moment you drink it. Danny Milivojevic. I promise you, although everything is different now, I'm looking to understand my life now. I'm looking to understand the different areas of my life and the different phases. And I have different phases of my life, yeah? So let it be that way. I promise you now, what I'm actually doing now is showing you guys that my life is different. But how about iPodium? And how about my iHat? Promise you, that's different. Promise you, that's something that I can make money on. Promise you, that's something different. So that's coming up. But that's something that I have to do for myself. And that's making big festivals around the world, around myself. And now, that's the thing. I mean, that's like I'm a Burn lifestyle. And guess what? I promise you, it's much more how I feel. I do that with Jesus Christ lifestyle. And I understand straight away how I'm feeling. I'm feeling great. But it's much more how I need to go and grow myself differently. So I ask Jesus Christ to help me with the music and to see what to do. I can say Jesus Christ is helping me always. So I'm always understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly upon Jesus Christ's lifestyle, how to live my life today. And today, Jesus Christ says, do what you need to do. And I see straight away how I feel. I can see my life, I can see my plan. Like, it's totally something I plan for my life. So yes, I'm understanding straight away how I feel. I'm understanding straight away that no matter what I do, that I'm working a 9-to-5 job, because why just rely on my mother for her money? I mean, what kind of husband is that, to rely on other people for money? So what I need to do is work a 9-to-5 job, just like everybody else. But do I really have to? Actually, now guess what? Actually, how about somehow make your own money so you never have to work a 9-to-5 job? I mean, how do I make my own money here? I mean, how do I generate my own income? Unfortunately, now that's the thing. Unfortunately, first of all, I have to work a 9-to-5 job for a bit, and I have to get some money, and then I have to make an event and charge at the door tickets, and that's it. Unfortunately, now that's it. And I'll make some of my own money like this, and then I'm spinning the world this way. But eventually it's just how it is. But eventually I understand it's through music production mainly. And guess what? I mean, how do I build popularity over here? I mean, now popularity is something different that I have to show you. That I have popularity over time. And now, do I really? Actually, yeah. Actually, I have popularity. I have to stay consistent online and I have to keep doing my nice and beautiful YouTube channel. And guess what? Actually, it's much more how I feel. That no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how successful I am. I'm very successful. And I'm learning very quickly about understanding something. That I'm learning to grow myself. But I have to make my own income. And now, how do I make my own income? I mean, with other people, actually, there is no chance. Or is there a chance? Well, there is a chance. Well, there's a chance. But you have to make a door sales. And you have to make music with your music. You have to make sure that no matter what, that people love your channel. And you have to make sure that people are loving your popularity and that people are into you. Because if they're never into you, then how are you going to make money? But the thing is, I'm very into myself. So what do I need to do, Jesus Christ, to help them to see me for who I am? I mean, Jesus Christ says, just keep going and try to interact with people online for some reason. I mean, Jesus Christ says, yeah, I mean, try to interact with people more and more online. And I see straight away how I can interact with people and I can go and do that. But then again, I start planning my life with you guys, and I'd rather talk to you guys than talk to them. And then Jesus Christ says, that's even better to do that. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, if you want popularity, then you have to interact with people for that. First, now that's the thing. First, now, because I interact with just myself, and that's why my popularity is the way it is. Because I only interact with myself, guys. I mean, you understand? And people never interacted with me because they never have me interacted with them. So I'm interacting with them online already. So I'm already doing that, and I'm already making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about how to make my YouTube channel. And now, what I'm doing now in terms of business is something different, and I'm learning very quickly about life. But I'm learning how to grow myself. And now, I'm understanding that some people over here in Australia see me that I've gone somewhere, and that I've gone to someone else's house to live, and that I'm living differently throughout my life. I mean, guess what? I promise you, it's much more of a lone life now, and I have plenty of time. And I am positive the whole way through. The whole way through. Jesus Christ can see how much positivity I can talk out in audio programs all day long. And all I need to do is just talk it out every single day with you guys. And that's it. Personally, it's not how I feel. But Australian life over here, personally, Australian life is the lone road around the world. And it's more that. Personally, it's more how there's a 9 to 5 path over here. And there's building status around the community. Much more. And it's more building status around the community, I promise you. So I get $2,000, I make a night. I throw people in the party over here. I do a 1 hour speech and move on. And every single month they're bothering. See, every single month there. I see every single 2 months or something. When I get $2,000, I just fucking pour it into my YouTube channel. So that's something I can do here in Australia. But never be that way. And I get a wife and girlfriend from that too. And I say I work like everybody else. But the thing is, there's a big difference. Now I'm learning very quickly about building my legacy. And it's more about legacy in Australia. And if I'm totally alone, then I just build my legacy. And then I really work on my YouTube channel. But what am I working on my YouTube channel for? For what? That's the thing. I have to stay consistent at something. I have to make sure that people can see that I'm present on YouTube. And that's the thing. I have to do that for myself. So for myself, it's much more planning. I have to be planning my life. I see Bucky, it looks like he's very much more in surprise today because of how I speak today. I promise you, although I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm never hating you or anybody, I'm making sure I'm never hating. I'm looking at nice and beautiful ways of life, and I'm looking for greater ways of dealing with life, guys. And that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm never downloading games. I never need games in my life. But what I need to do is to study much more empathy, and also have nice and beautiful screen webinars and stuff like that. And I can also teach you guys through nice and beautiful words of encouragement. I can teach you how to lose weight as well. And people are already doing that. People are already doing that differently. And you have to understand that I can see straight away people understand how to do that already. So I'm understanding straight away, I just move on. I'm understanding that no matter what, that as I learn to grow myself, I'm learning to realize that there's always a way for me to move forward. But generating my own income and money, approaching for how? I've asked Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ says through door entries and through music production and through life coaching, I can do it. I can say through life coaching definitely, but look at that. Go the freeway again and again. Jesus Christ says if you go the freeway all the way, guess what happens? Only ever get the free road. I only ever get the free road, and I never ask for money there. So it's a free come, free go. You understand? Which means just work the 9 to 5 job. I promise you, and that's how I feel. Unless I ask for money. And now I have to ask for money, and now I always have to ask for more. But the thing is, if you ask, you shall receive. I promise you, although it's more how you have to understand that popularity trend. I asked Jesus Christ, is it possible to make money while being this popular in terms of the events around the world that I make? I promise you, Jesus Christ says, that's the thing. I promise you, Jesus Christ says no. I promise you, Jesus Christ says no. I promise you, Jesus Christ says, I need more popularity to make more money. I promise you now, a little bit that way. I promise you, it's more how I feel. So what I need to do now is show myself differently, that there's a better way to do life, and how do I actually go and do life much greater now. I promise you, all I'm really doing is speaking more words, and that's why I'm much more happier in the process of everything, because I can see my life much greater. I can see a life much greater for me personally. And I'm moving up in the trend of life. I'm looking to grow myself. I'm really quickly done in terms of life. I'm quick to the notion of public speaking and everything. I'm making sure I'm learning very quickly about life. But that's how I see life. I see life differently. I see life that is important. I see life that is now. I see life is now, and I see life is important for me to understand, to remember that there's so much words to say and there's so much ways in terms of ways to go about things. But I realize I am conquering my potential. I'm conquering my potential, so I can see straight away how much more videos and everything of nature I have in terms of life to post online, and it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that nobody's watching me except I. But there are people watching. But what do I do with my business cards now? I make sure that no matter what, that there's time for everything, and there's time for me to go on a YouTube video as well. And what do I do with YouTube videos? Watch YouTube videos, I promise you now, make 1 minute long videos. I promise you 1 minute. I promise you 1 minute. I promise you now, guess what? I promise you have to make longer than that. I promise you no. I promise you no. I promise you get what? I promise you guess what? I promise you just make 1 minute long videos every single day, and then make sure that no matter what you do, basketball performances, straightforward, long performances, and a little bit that way. I mean, yes, then, I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, what can you do about life? I mean, that's how it is. And I'm feeling my way through life and making sure that no matter what, that as I grow myself, I'm learning very quickly about life and the differences I make in people's lives. I'm learning to acquire myself differently. I'm looking to help myself to succumb to a better way of life. I love life. And I'm learning to have a state of trance going on, because I'm understanding straight away that my type of life is much better than everybody else's, because I'm living differently. I'm living a different life ahead of the game. If I was to be living in Australia now, guess what? I'm living in Australia now, but if I was just to be living in Australia only from this point, what would I do? First of all, I'll go the freeway as much as I can. Now guess what? I go the freeway as much as I can, again and again, and eventually I'll just start working 9 to 5, and I start building my reputation around here. And I see how to build a reputation around Australia. I can say around life coaching, and how do I interact with the people and the audiences? I have to be live in front of them for free. How do I gain a reputation in front of people? I have to do a free performance in front of them, and that's it. Free performances in front of people. Busking performances has given me reputation. I promise you. Although now, since I'm understanding straight away that no matter what, in Germany I have basking performances, but everything's slowly going its own way, and I'm learning how to grow myself differently. And no matter what, I'm learning how to grow myself the best way I can. So for myself over here, I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life and freedom, and I'm learning how to do my work, yeah? I'm learning how no millionaire is going to drop out of the sky to help me to become a millionaire. I love life. Although Jesus Christ did show up in my life, and he's the only one that's showing up in my life first out of everybody to help my life to succeed. But first, I must understand that Jesus Christ is richer than everybody else, and he's the only millionaire in this lifetime, and billionaire. I promise you, Jesus Christ is the only billionaire you've ever met in your life, and he's the only one that never failed. Jesus Christ is the only one that never failed on the 10 Commandments of God, and he's the only one that never failed. So that's true richness, and he has no plastic money in his pocket. First, you must understand that. And that's how you have to understand to idol that. And you have to understand to idolize Jesus Christ. I mean, in a sense, if you're learning that, it's much more how I feel, that I'm learning how to plan my life much more differently. And I see some different pointers today, with my life especially. But I'm planning my life to the best idea I can. But every single day I'm looking for a better idea. I'm looking to solve my problems at least. I'm looking to become much more famous and popular in my lifetime. So I'm understanding that no matter what, I just keep speaking more words over 30 years. I promise you I'll find a way to fucking do all this life much greater. I promise you. I never hate you. I love you. I love everything. I make sure that no matter what, I find a way very quickly to make sure that no matter what, that I can solve everybody's problems in this lifetime. I promise you. So no matter what, I'm looking for ways to improve. I'm looking for ways to be much more important. I'm looking for ways to increase my vigor and strength and everything I have to succeed daily. And that's it, I promise you, it's much more how I feel. I feel I have to speak more words to encompass my life. And I see that no matter what, that the more words I speak, the more I have a lifestyle. I promise you, the more I can see what's ahead. And I have to talk more words to see what is ahead of me. Because if I never speak those words, then I never ever see what's ahead of me. I mean, you understand? I have to talk more words to plan my lifestyle. I promise you that every single day I'm learning very quickly about how to be an audio program type of guru. Every single day I'm learning how to achieve a set amount of time, freedom, and every single day I'm learning how to do much greater. So no matter what, I'm learning how aspects of life is happening. And because it's happening, I'm understanding that life is a long life. And people who are doing drugs today are never going to make it. They're never going to make it. They're acting stupid. You must understand that. People who do drugs never make it in this lifetime. They never make anything of their life come true. They're just always running the nights. In the night time, I'm in my house before 6 p.m. at night time. I'm in my house, I have a 6 p.m. curfew all the time. And at 6 p.m, I never care how much daytime there is outside, and I never care about how much nighttime there is outside. I have a curfew always at 6 p.m. Indoors. Be indoors. Be indoors at 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. And just relax. Understand? And now I have a flexible schedule where I wake up anytime. Wake up anytime, yeah. And that's my sleep schedule. I have a sleep schedule I go to sleep at any time. I go to sleep at any time and wake up at any time, always. And now with the 9 to 5 job, is much more of a strict guideline that says, hey, wake up at a certain time and go sleep at a certain time. And that's different. But when there's no 9 to 5 job around, you wake up any time and sleep at any time. It's more how it is. And for myself over here, it's more, I'm understanding it's more how I need to go and love my life differently. So I'm learning how to quickly enjoy my life, yeah? I'm learning to have myself a nice and beautiful time with myself. So it's more how I feel. I feel that there's much more aliveness I can do. And I feel that no matter what, I love life. I promise you, I'm attractive. I understand I'm attractive. I have all these words to say and more. I'm understanding straight away. I'm learning very quickly about how people need my content and they need to hear me. I promise they need to hear what I have to give. But the thing is, they're never willing to watch. They're never willing to watch me. I mean, understand? Now, some people are willing to watch a bit of me, but that's it. I mean, understand? So no matter what, I'm learning to just grow with my life and go and plan my life, and that's it. I'm understanding that. So I put everything into audio programs because it's so much faster, and everything's so much faster when I can just speak it into audio programs. I promise you, there's so much uploading to do. I mean, all my life. I mean, so much to upload. But if I get an extra phone, if I get an extra phone to do that for me, shall I do it? I promise you get one. I mean, get one extra phone and start uploading 24/7 into YouTube. And what do you get out of it? I'm not sure. I asked Jesus Christ. I'm going to say Jesus Christ says, that's the thing. I mean, Jesus Christ says you can do it with what you have. I can do it with what I have over here. I mean, in a sense, so for myself over here, I have a beautiful time over here with myself to understand something. Now, I can afford a new phone. I don't lie. But the thing is, I just hold on to the money for now. I hold on a bit more time because I have to get myself a DJ deck. Very soon. And what I want to do is I want to make music. And once I make music, I want to play it somewhere. I want to play it live. And I have to go through my mix. I have to go through my mixes. I have to go and understand straight away that it's much more how I feel. That I'm learning very quickly about life. And iPodium is happening, always. iPodium is my eye. It's my eye. I just move up. I move up. I mean, I move up every single day. I'm learning very quickly about how to understand to go and grow myself differently, and I'm learning how I can understand straight away how I feel. I understand how much more techniques I can do in daily life. And I'm experiencing much more of life differently. I'm understanding that no matter what, the TikTok and all this stuff in terms of interaction online, and you have to talk to people online all day long, I'd rather just plan my life, I'd rather plan my life with you guys than having to fucking build popularity online. I'd rather plan my life ahead than freaking have a popularity. I promise you, it's more how I feel. So what I want to do is help myself to elaborate much more about everything, but it's more how I feel. That now, especially, I'm making sure that no matter what, that I have much more time and vigor and strength to make music and to actually do what I need to do in terms of my aspects of life over here. That I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how my life is about. I'm learning what is important for me, my values. So it's more written down. I'm writing everything down, yeah? I'm practicing. I'm strong about what I'm doing in life. I never need cigarettes in my life. I never need stupid cigarettes. I'm never stupid though. I need to actually grow myself. I need to go and deliver my music. I have music to deliver. I have audio content and YouTube content to deliver. But that's it. What happens with me in lifetime is different. I have a different way of life. My nice and beautiful YouTube account is happening. And there's no complaints about me, ever. There's no complaints about me. And Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising, in terms of paid advertising, I never do paid advertising. I do paid advertising just for business cards, just to give people my business card. It's different for me, personally. But that's it. And I never ever get anything delivered to my door anymore. Because it never works out for you. It never works out to get stuff delivered to your door because they take so long. So what I do is I move up and I move on. I make sure now I'm learning quickly to get my passport. I go to a new town, I go and do something new, but Australia's done. I move on from Australia. I have something new to do now. I have Europe, and I'm traveling with my mum for a bit. I travel with my mum everywhere around Europe. And then other line. Probably it's more how you feel. Probably it's more how you need to go and grow yourself, yeah? I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how to spice up my friendship with my mum. So what I do is I make some money from 9 to 5 and I go for a trip with my mum. And then I get another 9 to 5 job. And that's it, I just keep going that way. I make some money again and let's go. I make some money again and let's go. I mean, that's my whole life. For now. Unless I can do something special. I mean, I have to do something special and I love life. Actually, it's more how I have to promote people. I have to promote people in terms of life. And I see how the music business is. I see how my DJ deck is going to be and how much I'm going to be using it in daily life. And you have to understand straight away I need to go and grow myself. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of improving my life. And I'm improving my life to the degree of helping myself to accustom myself to greater ways of life. I love life. And move on. I move on from everything I'm doing. And I'm learning very quickly about life. See, so now, for myself at least, I'm looking for something to help myself to succeed, to dream of a greater way and function. That I have to upload much more on social media. I have to do much more on social media than what I'm doing to gain at least much more. So what can I do? I have to talk to people. So I can talk to people while also talking to you guys. So shall I do that? Probably no. Probably it's more how it is. I'll make sure that no matter what, that as I go and really grow myself, just make sure you guys never ever drink black tea or oolong tea or any type of green tea, please, because that way you're learning much quicker about life and you're learning that I never need a cigarette. I never need cigarettes in my life. But guess what? Probably it's more how I feel. Probably it's more how I need to grow myself. So what I do now is I can consume content for a bit of time and then I can relax and I can see straight away how I feel. And guess what? I promise you, just delay gratification as much as you can so you can do life greater and so that you can be a greater person for yourself, and make sure you understand straight away how you can go and deliver content for yourself. But how do you feel? I feel that you guys need to deliver content in better ways and structures, and that's how I feel about it. I mean, you understand? So if you're masking yourself as whatever you want to develop in terms of life, that you're enjoying your life much more greater and greater, and it's much more how you can see straight away how people have certain aspects of life that you only dream of, and it's much more how you have to understand it's much more different. So if you're doing your life much more beautifully, then guess what you do? I mean, learn to have your nice and beautiful way of life where you're just enjoying yourself and you're looking at different ways of life and you're explaining different aspects of life differently, and you're succumbing to the equation of life that's helping yourself to succeed differently is what you can see straight away. And it's more how you have to understand straight away how you feel that you've lost something in terms of life, where you're actually looking at people and you can see straight away that whatever they're doing, that you're somebody who's attesting to understand that no matter what, that you're learning very quickly about life. And it's more how I feel, always. So make sure that no matter what, that you're living your life, guys, to the fullest. So I'm actually understanding straight away that for my life over here, I have to consume content and I have to just relax for a bit. And what I want to do now is help myself to explore something different, but I'm making sure no matter what, you understand that as I grow myself, I shall become something much more prosperous in an attempt to grow myself. So make sure you understand straight away that everything's happening for a reason, and because everything's happening for a reason, that you guys have to go and grow yourself differently, and you have to plan out your life, guys. I promise you, plan out your life in different ways and make sure that you are succumbing to a better way of life. And that's how you actually learn. And I mean, that's how you're learning life, to be different. I can say, yeah. See, so guys, I'm learning very quickly about just dwelling upon my life, but I can see how life is in terms of life. And I have it much better than other people. And I'm learning very quickly about life, learning to just throw more words at my life. So what I need to do now is I have to go and grow myself differently, and I need to understand straight away how I need to grow. And now how I grow is how I need to actually speak. So as I speak, I'm growing as I speak. I realize anyway that what I want to do is just help myself to deliver content. And it's much more how it is. It's something that's really new for me. It's helping myself to deliver more words. So as I deliver more words to you guys, I'm making sure that no matter what, I have more enough success every single day to do so. And guess what? I promise you, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what I do, I'm looking for a better way of improvement. I'm looking to improve myself much more. I'm looking to understand straight away that it feels like forever that this coronavirus period has been going on for almost 2 years now. And it's been going on since 2020 March, and now it's almost 2021 in terms of almost 2022 March. So I'm understanding that it can be going on for 2 years of my life. And I love it that way. So they're saying something in September, so September, October, November, December, see 5 months away. Apparently it's just how it is. But no matter what I do, I'm learning very quickly about life. That I have a silent life over here, where I never have to work a 9 to 5 job at the moment because I'm just receiving allowance. But at least I'm living my life in a time gone over here. And that's how I live life differently. And the police can never put me in jail because they are people who never understand what I'm doing. And no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life over here. That every single day I'm looking for a better way of improvement. I promise you, although every single day I'm looking for a better way, I'm looking to help myself to succeed, and I'm looking to help myself to understand much more about what I need to do. And life is much more for me. I understand straight away I never want to give up, but I have to talk to myself much greater to see what plans ahead and what I have in terms of my life ahead of the game. So no matter what I do, I can see my life is planning forth, and I'm planning forth my life all the time. I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life itself. And that's it. I mean, what else can I do? But I have silence over here. I have some silence over here. I want to talk to myself. I want to grow myself. I want to help myself to deliver information services. And I want to help myself to go and grow every single day. I have to grow myself. And I have to do something on video all the time. And that's it. I promise you, it's much more how it is. and I'm feeling my nice and beautiful life through greatness, and it's much more how I deliver content that's different. I have to deliver different content. But I see, if Afghanistan today, what's happening, I see the American troops are getting them, I see they're getting themselves back into the US, so then the Taliban army is taking control of that place. So I'm not sure why they're all like that. I realised anyway, apparently it's more how I have to find out more information, and I have to look at my nice beautiful life, and I have to go and dwell upon something greater. So no matter what, it's either 9 to 5 for me, or stay at home with my balls with hand while being silent and away from 9 to 5. Actually, it's only two choices. Actually, that's all I can do. So I obviously have the better choice over here. So no matter what, then with my mum, it's either just be with my mum or work with my mum with the 9 to 5. And now, no matter what, that with the 9 to 5 with mum, I understand no matter what, that I have to get myself a girlfriend. And that's a different part of my life. And that's different for me personally. And I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to deliver information to get myself to the point of doing a greater job for myself. So no matter what I do, I'm looking for something to do with my life. I'm looking for a better way to improve. And that's it. Apparently that's all I'm doing. I realize it's not sure how I feel. I feel like also now recording myself for a bit, so I can talk to myself for a bit. So I can do something to help myself to succeed is what I'm doing. So I'm helping myself to deliver information, so that'll be that way. I see, so guys, anyway, so what I'm doing now is I just woke up and I'm feeling much more patient, but I have to help myself over here with Jesus Christ and everything to ask myself, why am I sleeping so much? I realize Jesus Christ in the Bible is not, Jesus Christ in the Bible, Jesus Christ in the Bible says nothing about sleeping all day long, but he does say much more about being up and doing work that you're passionate about. So Jesus Christ never ever says anything, but yes, he does. Especially now, Jesus Christ says that you guys must understand straight away to get up and to start working for yourself and to start doing a greater life. But make sure you understand that if you're sleeping every single day, then make sure you're sleeping only minimal hours, and making sure that no matter what, you're never oversleeping or anything like that. I feel that no matter what, I'm not afraid to be on video for 1 hour these days. I'm looking for a better way to control myself. I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. And since I'm actually doing something now to help myself to succeed, I'm helping myself to deliver information, services quickly, and I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. So no matter what I do, I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning very quickly about how to help myself to deliver content. So now I slept for quite a while. And why did I sleep for quite a while? I feel like I slept because there's nothing to do in my life, but there is something to do. And I feel that no matter what, that it's much more how I feel, that I need to honestly show you guys that I slept because I feel that I need the sleep, but also I felt that there was too much coldness in the air for me to get up, and that I felt no matter what that I just want to lay down and relax. And no matter what, I just learned something. I learned that it's not sure how I feel, and how I feel is abruptly doing much better. I'm doing much better in how I feel. I never do need a cigarette, and I'm learning very quickly. I never need to start up cigarettes. I never need to start up with a cigarette in my life. So luckily, I'm somebody that's growing much better than yesterday, but my sleep is worse than yesterday at the moment. And now I need my sleep to be better than yesterday always. So what I need to do is just let it be. I feel I'm better than yesterday overall. And no matter what, I see straight away that my sleep is better than yesterday once I understand straight away, which is now. And I understand now the sleep. I can understand that my sleep is much better than yesterday because I need to stay positive like this. So I'm understanding straight away that if I feel anyway, that what I'm saying is I'm going around life doing life much greater and differently. That I'm learning very quickly about life and how to breathe upon life in a better way, so I can actually talk to you guys much quicker, and so I can do something nice and beautiful for myself. So I'm actually learning very quickly about life. I'm learning about helping myself to deliver information. So because I feel a certain way, I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about how much more I need to live this life. And there's only a certain amount of places I can go, and I feel like I have a jail cell around me. And what can I do for now to make more, in terms of to make more love in my life? I mean, all I can do is travel through words now. I mean, all I can do is travel through words much more and do much more words. But my YouTube channel and how I'm doing my YouTube now these days is different. I feel that no matter what, that in parts of my life I've given up, but I've never given up. I'm still doing everything. But my Instagram can go back to once a week. And now with my Instagram over here, I'm just posting fashion photos on it. And it looks boring, but it's still something. So I post 10 photos a day on my Instagram stories just to see who's watching. And I feel that no matter what, that people can understand straight away how I'm looking for a better answer and how much better I feel. But I feel that life is gone from my life in some ways. I feel that no matter what, that I've been trying to deliver content, and no matter what, I never want to do anything else other than grow myself today. So what I do is I help myself to find information services. I find information services, and I feel that no matter what, that too much sleep is never good for you. I see straight away that if you're having too much sleep always, then how do you live life, huh? Of course, you must understand that you must have minimal amount of sleep, just enough for you to get up. I mean, you guys understand? So always from now on, I sleep with my phones in my room, so my phones can wake me up in the morning. And once my phones wake me up in the morning, I get up regardless. And I need a set time to wake up. I need to wake up at a set time, always. And why is that? Because I understand, because it keeps me going throughout the day. So 8 o'clock in the morning, I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning every single day. And that way I'm learning very quickly. It's much better for me to improve myself. And I live it that way. I promise you, although no matter what I do today, is I'm learning very quickly about how I'm just part of the equation over here. And I'm looking at my heart over here, and my heart's saying everything's good. I'm learning to become the best version of myself differently. I'm looking to help myself to explain much more about stories and about inclines of possibilities, helping myself to develop on something better for myself. I feel that no matter what, that my life coaching aspects are happening, and I need to help myself to deliver information. But no matter what, I see straight away how I feel, and no matter what, I understand straight away how I need to go and grow myself. But no matter what, I'm understanding something. I'm understanding that this life is growing, and I'm growing in this life differently. But I feel that no matter what, that the more I show myself on video in this lifetime, the better. And I understand that. But my life is never the same again. I mean, my life is never the same as it was when I was in Melbourne, or in terms of life. Unfortunately, my life is never the same as when it was in Cairns and Perth, Australia and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I feel different. I feel new now. But I feel a different vibe now. I feel that no matter what, at this time now, and I realize this time around, I'm doing different. I'm doing something different for everybody. And I'll make sure always that I'm learning very quickly that I need to go and grow up. I need to find ways to grow. And no matter what, I'm looking for my nice and beautiful behaviour to wake up at the best times, which is 8 o'clock in the morning. And I feel that no matter what, you guys must understand that you have to grow yourself. You guys have to grow yourself every single day. And make sure that no matter what, that it's much more privileging for you, in terms of for you guys to understand straight away that no matter what's happening in the world, that you're growing yourself differently always, so you can go and deliver content. But luckily I have nature around me to wake up to, and I understand straight away that I'm living like it's like I'm living like, for example, like it's a jail cell around me. But there's no jail cell in the words I speak. Friends, you must understand that everybody feels this kind of composure, that they can only go so far in the world, physically. Especially it's the physical aspects. That there's only so much we can do physically. In a sense, so what I'm doing is I'm expanding myself. Now I can travel anywhere for exercise. I can go right now to Liverpool and travel for exercise over there. But what am I going to do there? Actually, everything's shut down. Actually, that's all shut down, isn't it? Actually, it's all shut down. Actually, there's nothing to do over there. But I can do some words. I can do some words. I can travel like that. I can travel to Parramatta today. I can go to see Parramatta. You understand? So what am I going to do there? Literally. In a sense, so it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that my life is improving, but that's the way I feel. Every single day I'm looking at different aspects of life differently. I'm looking for everything to succumb to my life over here. I'm looking to understand straight away with busking videos that I can go to the same places to do my busking videos, and I can go and promote myself and my business. Whereas now, I feel if I understand anything about life, that no matter what, that my busking videos as well is going away from me too. Actually, everything's going away from me from this lifetime, except the words I give you. And the words I give you is staying here. Actually, only the words and music I produce is staying here forever. Actually, everything else is gone from this lifetime. Actually, now you must understand that. And now I feel that no matter what, that there's plenty of time until some aspects of my life disappear from my life. But I need to understand straight away how to grow. And I need to be alone over here. I'm understanding that no matter what, that I feel that since I'm actually growing myself, I need to prepare myself much more. But how do I prepare myself much more? I have to talk to you guys in a nice and beautiful audio program much more. I have to be able to have unusual ways of life going for me, where I'm speaking far more often, and I'm learning to appreciate myself much more. I'm learning to love myself much more. So anyway, I see once I do everything nice and beautifully through my life, I realize that if you are somebody posting too much content online, actually what happens is people can never catch up to you. But that's all you can do in life. I mean, you understand? So for me to increase my YouTube video status right now, and my YouTube status, my popularity online, I can say the best way to do that is to talk to people online, personally, and talk to new people online. And that's it. And now that's a free way. That's a free way. But the best way is making sure that you can give money to get people into your business account and your YouTube account, and you give money to have followers. That's it. And keep consistent. It does work. If you're understanding that no matter what, it's never worth it to do it that way. But what's worth it is understanding that most people never even have a YouTube channel. I mean, you understand? That's it. Out of everybody, you must understand that you have to grow. You have to grow yourself. And you have to understand straight away that you have to place your money where your mouth is. And you must understand straight away how to grow yourself. You must understand how to grow yourself much greater. And you must understand straight away how to feel throughout life differently. And you must practice communicational skills. Because if you can practice communicational skills all day long, talking to yourself all day long, differently, then guess what, bro? That's life. That's what you guys need to do. Like I say, you guys need to talk to yourselves much more differently. And that's it. You must understand that. And you guys must understand how to talk to yourself. I can say you guys must understand how to talk to yourself differently today than ever before. So no matter what I do, is I'm looking at different aspects of life differently. I mean, what does a dog carry on itself? Nothing by itself. She only carries itself. What does Jesus Christ carry on himself? Just clothing. Just clothing, that's it. I understand, and nothing else. And that's how you have to understand straight away to grow yourself differently, yeah? I mean, you must understand how to have a great attempt at life. And you have to understand straight away that no matter what you're doing, that you become somebody who has more time. So now, for me to create more time in my life, now I'm understanding straight away that what I'm doing now on social media is different. I'm doing my Instagram weekly. I'm approaching now weekly is much better for me to do it weekly, once a week. And on my Instagram stories, I post 10 photos a day on my Instagram stories. I do it a bit that way, and I do it every single 7 days. I make sure I post 1 post or 3 posts. I do 3 posts a week on my Instagram forever. And it's much more consistent, and I do it that way. I promise you, although, what else? I promise you my YouTube account, I post 1 audio program up online, and 1 of my videos, that's 1-minute videos online. But now Basking Performance videos is different, where I post my actual content, where it's my video of me up online, and I do it that way. And now it's much more how it is. And now, do I have to do it like this? Probably it's the most affordable way for me. And I understand straight away that it's something that works well. Probably it's something that works out for me too. Because you can see my new photos, you can see my new videos of me every single day of my life. I mean, you understand? And I'm learning very quickly about life this way. But never been that way. And I'm learning very quickly about life anyway. So no matter what, I'm learning how to do my social media this way. And now, do I put subscribe and stuff like that on it? Actually, nah. Actually, now, guess what? Actually, why not? Actually, now, it's more how I feel. That no matter what, that people have no time to watch me regardless. regardless of if they subscribe or not. People have no time to watch me. They have no time to watch me. You understand? So what I do is I keep growing and growing. I keep growing myself. And now, how do I actually go and penetrate myself to make my YouTube channel worth it now? I have to show myself in videos. I have to show myself in videos to make it worthwhile. I feel that no matter what, that it's much more how I understand something. That no matter what, I just keep going, and I keep ready. I keep really being ready for everything. Make sure anyway that what I need to do is grow myself differently, and I feel that no matter what, that now with YouTube channel, I can go and post one video weekly. One video weekly. There's a one video weekly. Honestly, although it's more how I feel. That eventually I need to do that anyway. So if I start now doing it weekly, honestly, it's all different, isn't it? Honestly, it's much more how I feel. That I'm looking for the most affordable way. And the most affordable way is just that. And now I post 1 minute videos daily. But anyway, I post 1 minute videos daily onto YouTube. But now I need to go and understand something. That eventually just becomes 1 hour videos weekly. That's a podcast. Understand? And it's a podcast video. And what else? A little bit that way. And now with 1 minute videos, I can make a 1 minute video and post it into the nice and beautiful YouTube account weekly. And Mega Drive. I realize anyway. I realize now that's because my business then online is dying. But my business is growing online, always. Very sure though, it's much more how I feel. That no matter what I do, it's more different. And it's more how it's different. It's all different for me, and that's what I have to succumb to anyway. I have to succumb to that anyway, so it's more how it's affordable. And then it goes and becomes 1 month every single post online. Becomes 1 month post. Eventually. Probably now, a 1 month post, probably rarely is anybody watching me anymore. You understand? Probably it is. And now what I'll do now? From that point on, I'll just let it be and move on. I am understanding straight away that I'm achieving personal goals. And I'm achieving goals to help myself to grow. And now on Spotify, it's different. Probably on Spotify, I feel that no matter what, that it can be a big waste of time to post content to Spotify. But I understand that. I understand that no matter what, that I just keep making music, don't I? I keep making music for myself at least. So for now, I'm making music all the way without Spotify. Always. And without going and doing anything other than I can DJ my music in front of festivals and nightclubs for myself at least. I can do it for myself at least. A little bit that way. I feel it's all different. But move on. Eventually I have to move on from that. I have to move on from festivals altogether. I have to move on from the nightclubs altogether. Do you understand? It's just the way it is. And you guys must understand straight away how it feels. So business is growing always with my life, personally. And then my Mega Drive, I'm not sure what to do with my Mega Drive. I'll give it to somebody. I give all my audio programs and everything I've ever done to somebody else. And what are they going to do with it? First they're going to miss out big time. But no matter what, I'm looking for my life over here. I'm looking to plan my life. I mean, at least my life is beneficial because of all these audio programs I do. I can say it's much more how my life is beneficial for everything I've done personally. I promise you, everything I've done exceptionally is personally helpful for me, and that's it. I promise you, you must understand. It's helpful for me at least, and that's it. I promise you, just understand how to grow yourself from now. And now, for myself at least, I'm planning every single aspect of my life in audio programs. And I'm moving up. I'm moving up and I'm moving on. And I have plenty of time. But look at how much time you have in life. And how much time can you give in terms of what you want to do. I asked Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, keep going. I can say straight away, it's much more how it feels. I feel no matter what, I'm looking at how Jesus Christ goes about the situation. I mean, Jesus Christ says just keep going. So for myself at least, I'm looking at better ways of dealing with life. I'm understanding that no matter what I do, eventually everybody's different and everybody fades away in life. But my YouTube account stands strong at the moment. It's full of teachings. And my Mega Drive, my Mega Drive is still around somewhere. Promise you, all my stuff is online somewhere. And that needs to be open, always. That needs to be open, and we're going to see what's going to happen. And now, for now, it's always open. See, my Mega Drive is always open to other people at the moment. And it's more how I'm exposing everything, regardless. I'm teaching people everything I can. I'm solving every single problem I can, for now. And I've become the best version of myself, at least. I've become the man that I want to be at the moment. I'm understanding that, so it's actually worth it for me to penetrate myself as that kind of guy who is looking good, yeah? I'm looking good, always. But now, it's much more how I feel. And no matter what I do, that I need to perform and outperform people at the moment. And I need to grow my legacy. Actually, it's more how I need to grow my legacy. So what I do is I keep going. And I'm growing my legacy in my Mega Drive. I'm growing my legacy all the time. I'm doing my work now. But how long do I make my videos? In terms of how much videos do I make now? Actually, now if I post once weekly into YouTube account and Instagram, probably it's slowly dying away. And people are never going to watch me much. Actually, they're never watching me much. I mean, let's just work together. Actually, if I do it once daily, actually, they're never watching me much anyway. Actually, they're never watching me much anyway. But it's more affordable for me to do it once weekly. I mean, understand? I realize anyway. So what I want to do is help out. I want to help out. And I'm doing that on Mega Drive. And now, of course, I'm trying to get myself a plan to help myself daily, as much as I can, to at least put all my nice and beautiful audios into equation somewhere online. And it's already somewhere online. I mean, do you understand? I mean, that's how it is. And my audio podcast is showing the way. And that's how it is. So I'm focusing on helping myself to deliver information services. And I'm walking around. I'm just in nature over here. So it's nice and beautiful to travel places. But if you travel, actually nobody's following you except you. Rosh, you must understand that. And the only one that's going to be there for you is you. Rosh, you're going to be there for yourself only. Rosh, nobody else is going to be there for you. So come back to the word I now. I mean, that's it. I mean, learn to appreciate life. I learn to understand life. So anyway, so I use my dad's backyard to walk around a bit. And what I can do is much more now, because nobody is blocking me from having audio programs and doing audio programs now, which means I'm doing much greater as a human being and human species. But if I go and do extra videos online for now, I promise you I can afford to do videos online. I can afford at least to do videos. I can afford to do audio programs. But the thing is, I'm understanding something now. I'm understanding that's the business idea. And the business idea is do as much audio programs and video programs as you can. Do as much as you can, everything, in terms of everything. I mean, you understand? I mean, Jim Rohn says do as many photos of yourself as you can. I mean, do as many videos and audios as you can. I mean, do as many rhyme materials as you can. He said it. That's the best way, I promise you. I mean, he said, be all you can be. I mean, you understand? So be everything you can be in life. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm being all I can be at the moment. I mean, this is the most I can do. I mean, what else can I do from this point? I can listen to my music. I have already music with the silence around me. I'm listening to Mother Nature in the process. So, for example, for myself at least, I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm learning how to help myself to succeed. So, no matter what I do, I'm planning my life ahead of the game. So, every single day for the rest of my life, I'm doing audio programs, and nobody has time to watch it. That's it. Nobody has time to watch it, but it's up there, helping people. Now, I'm understanding something now. I'm understanding that no matter what, that eventually I need to go and find some other alternative. And what kind of other alternatives do I find? The best alternative is just plan out your life, at least. I mean, your life is going to be great eventually. And I'm doing my work already, always. I'm always doing my work. I'm always doing my work, especially. So as I'm really recording my life in the process of what I'm doing, that needs to go on YouTube. Everything I do has to go on YouTube. But there's so much to do. I mean, you must understand that. By the time I upload everything into YouTube, my life is gone. My life is gone and done already. I mean, you understand? So no matter what I do, is if I just upload it to Mega Drive, it's more enough. That people can find my Instagram, people can find my beautiful techniques. And then what I do is I write them a little small message saying about Mega Drive, and I write them a message and I say, hey, open this and read first and whatever, and people can find it regardless. I mean, people can find my music and everything I've done throughout my life. And I put 1 terabyte of information into my music this year, and I understand straight away how much 1 terabyte of music production is this year alone. And I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm learning how once you have all this money in your pocket and you put it into, let's say, your music production and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure people never want to listen to it much. But that's why I'm only uploading everything online that people can listen to, and I'm learning how to do that right away. So I'll make it at least worthwhile to upload anything online that's already worthwhile for me to do right now. So I'm learning very quickly about any kind of videos that has me inside of it has to go online right away. I have to upload videos of myself online into YouTube, no matter what. That's the primary occasion. promise you, if I do only video work in life, promise you, that's a waste of time. I have to do audio work too. So, no matter what I do, I'm learning very quickly that I have SoundCloud. And now, if I have SoundCloud, I mean, are people able to listen to my audio programs on SoundCloud? Promise you, yeah. I promise you, although it's much better to get myself an audiobook program and put all my beautiful audio programs into the audiobook program, into just one audiobook program, and it could be I realize it could be 37 hours long of information. I mean, do you understand? I promise you. And that's how I feel about life. I feel that no matter what, there can be just one book of Daniel Milivojevic like this, and it's much more how I feel. I actually want to contact the IRS. I want to contact them, and I want to contact them to get myself a nice and beautiful time linked over here to make sure that I can go and do that for myself. But I've already done it in my Mega Drive. I mean, what did Jesus Christ do in this situation? I mean, Jesus Christ says, go and call them. And Jesus Christ tells me to go and call them and put all my audiobook programs, at least, on audible.com, and put all my audiobook programs, all of it, just all of it, just so it's a safety net. Just a safety net to go and deliver content much greater. And that way, it's always going to be that way, and it's always going to be online somewhere. I want it to be on audible.com. And then I want to help myself to deliver information because somebody can listen to it. And then guess what? Then I move on. I'll move on from that point. I have to call the IRS. I have to call the IRS. I have to call them up, and they're the tax association over here, which is the Australian Taxation Office over there in America, is the IRS. And I have to give them a call. I have to ask for a TIN number, so I can put a TIN number into my systems. And then I have to make a book cover design, and I have to file for a better way for myself. But no matter what, like this over here with my Mega Drive is for free. I mean, I just rather do it with Mega Drive. I mean, Jesus Christ says better for you to do it with Mega Drive. Actually, it's much better for me to do it with Mega Drive. I promise you. It's much more. And that's the way it is. Mega Drive shows them everything, and they can download it. People can download it into their subjects. It's much more how it is, and I'm still helping people online. I'm helping people all the time. So it's much more how I feel. And no matter what I do, I'm helping myself the most. I'm helping myself to become the best audio technician in the world. I'm helping myself to do greater and greater. I'm focused upon helping myself to deliver information. So I love I. It's how I do it. So what I need to do now is just grow myself. And just grow myself differently. So do I put anything on YouTube today? I promise you, guess what? I promise you no. Guess what? I promise you, it's much more how I feel. I want to go and explore something. I want to explore. Now I put my Nice and Beautiful YouTube account to be what? Once weekly. Right now, I promise you, it's much more how I feel. And once weekly is more than sufficient. I asked Jesus Christ what he does. I see Jesus Christ says that he wants to do it once daily. I promise you, Jesus Christ wants to do it once daily. I asked Jesus Christ what kind of videos does he want to post, or what kind of audios does he want to post on YouTube. Jesus Christ says put a video. He wants to put a video. Does he want to make a 1 hour video every single day for YouTube? I say Jesus Christ is. Jesus Christ is looking to see something. Jesus Christ says, nah. Jesus Christ wants to put a 1 minute video, and Jesus Christ says for me to just keep going with what I'm doing. So what I do is I keep going, and I keep happening in my life to help myself. So I ask Jesus Christ what to do. Jesus Christ says keep going and keep being foundational. Just keep being foundational and stuff like that, and keep working, and keep uploading everything into Mega Drive at least. I understand. I promise you. He says put everything once daily into Mega Drive, and a little bit that way. And YouTube is something different, where you can put 1 minute videos online daily for now, and 1 hour audio podcast daily. I can do it. And any busking performance videos is different. I realize anyway that as I grow my YouTube channel, I'm growing myself, and I'm looking to have a conversion over here of Serbian content coming up, so I can actually learn to speak much greater, and so I can learn to have that nice and beautiful feeling about life. But that's how I feel, that my life is going into an audiobook program. And now, a little bit, I asked Jesus Christ, does he go and file for IRS? Does the IRS TIN number? I said, Jesus Christ says, no. I said, Jesus Christ says, no. I said, Jesus Christ says that he can do it on Mega Drive. I said, Jesus Christ says that he can do it with Mega Drive alone. But actually now it's all different, isn't it? I ask anyway much more of myself over here to do much greater for myself, to deliver information, services. I see it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm learning to have persuasion with myself over here. So I'm understanding I'm very hungry at the moment. I need to go and eat something too. So anyway, I'm learning to have myself a great time. And I'm going through a transition. I'm going through a period of transition at the moment. I'm transitioning into somebody that's different. And I'm ahead of the game about it. I'm ahead of the game with everything I'm doing. So I'm learning very quickly about what I'm doing in life. And I'm doing it all very quickly. And I'm looking at my nice and beautiful life. And I'm actually helping myself to achieve a greater way of life. And now I'm understanding straight away how I need to go and grow myself differently. And I'm looking for a better way of answer. I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. So no matter what I do, that I'm enjoying myself. And as I enjoy myself, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. I'm looking for better ways of doing something. So I'm actually understanding something, that every single day of my life now, I have an audiobook program always ahead of the game of my life. And I'm looking to help myself to dream. I'm dreaming something better for my life. I'm dreaming that I can do something much better. I promise you, although that's how I feel. I feel different. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about being positive much more. And I'm looking to help myself to find more reason. I'm finding more reason. I'm planning every single day much more than other people. I'm dwelling upon helping myself to deliver content. And when I deliver content, I make sure I'm doing a better job for myself. In that sense, so no matter what I do, is I'm helping myself to do, I'm doing myself and helping myself to do much better in terms of life over here. So I have to understand straight away how poker cards and all these card games and stuff like that really, really takes your mind off everything that you have and puts it into cards. And cards gamble your time away. Understand? So no matter what, if you're playing cards, then you're putting your focus upon cards. And if you're putting your focus upon cards, then you're draining your time away to play cards. Understand? So never drag your time away to play cards is what I'm saying. I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that life is different and life is somewhat different all the time. But you guys need to understand straight away how I feel. I feel different, and I feel that I can afford myself a guarantee of life to do greater. But next time I go on the bus, I mean, it's just the next time I go on the bus can be for a busking performance in Parramatta. And I go and do that for myself. And I go all the way to Parramatta to do one busking performance, to listen to my life, to do greater. And I can do a nice and beautiful job for myself. So no matter what I do, is I'm looking for something to help myself to succeed differently. And I'm looking to help myself to deliver information services. So every single day I'm looking at the better part of me. I have a better part of me. I have something better happening for myself over here. And I have to learn something much greater. Now I'm learning very quickly about life. And because I'm learning very quickly about life, I'm learning about talking to myself all day long. I'm looking at being in nature and talking to myself. Because it does work out for me to be much greater. I mean, understand? But also the sun's hitting my head over here, and I just feel, no matter what, I'm getting some vitamin D as well. And I'm looking at different aspects of life differently, yeah? I'm understanding straight away, I'm getting ahead of the crowd regardless. So the more audio programs I can do now, especially before the 9 to 5 comes, the better for me. Because I find myself doing random stuff and random acts of kindness. And I'm doing too much kindness in the world. And what kind of too much kindness am I doing? I'm just overall a better being. I'm better able to dress and undress my life in different scenarios. So as long as I'm doing a greater job in my nice and beautiful vocabulary of talking much more words, the better I feel. And I feel no matter what that if the swimming pools were open today, I'd be going to swimming pools over here. And I honestly feel that way. I feel that way, but the thing is that no matter what I do, I feel that no matter what, that there is a time and place to go to swimming pools. But that's the feeling. I mean, that's how I feel. That no matter what I do, that every single day is a different time for something. So if you want to do something to help yourself, then guess what? I promise you, go the way of closer. I mean, go to what's closer for you only. I mean, go the way of closer. I mean, the closer way of life is a better way. And if you understand straight away how I feel about life, I'm always doing an audiobook program over here. So I'm understanding that straight away that my family over here need to understand I'm always doing audio programs online. I'm actually always moving forward, yeah? I'm moving forward all the time. But the thing is, every single time, I'm learning very quickly about the answers of structures, and I'm learning to become the best version of myself regardless of the situation. And I'm learning how to become everything I want to be. And that's how I see life. I see life differently. I see life every single day as moving forward. And because I move forward, I'm looking at different scenarios. I'm looking at how I need to be in life. So every single time I'm looking at, no matter what, that my life that is much better. I'm looking at my life in terms of no matter what, that my life is much better in terms of how I speak and how I public speak. So as soon as I can do a busking performance, I go and do a busking performance. I asked Jesus Christ, I said, go over there at Pitt Street Mall to do some busking performances. I said, Jesus Christ says that he can, although Jesus Christ says, go if you want. I mean, go and do a nice beautiful busking performance over there. I feel that no matter what, I can do a Pitt Street Mall busking performance over here. I can go daily like I was doing it before. But guess what? Honestly, I understand. I'd rather be with my dad. I'd rather be with my dad. I'd rather be close to family than doing my busking performances. I mean, why is that? Honestly, because I'm already doing my legacy in other ways. And I'm learning something different there. I'm learning something that my dad's only going to, I mean, my dad is only going to be here for a certain amount of time before he goes away. And I have the option to travel somewhere. I can travel to other places of life over here to see some different areas of life. And I deserve it. I deserve it after what I've been through. But no matter what, I feel that it's much more how it's a new type of lifestyle. And I'm learning very quickly about life itself. That life is going to pass me by. But at least I put myself in audio programs, and I do audio programs all day long. And that beautiful folder, I can give it to somebody. I can give it to somebody and I can put it into one USB, and somehow I can give it to somebody and I can say, hey, these are all my videos and audiobook programs. I say all my videos and all my audiobook programs. I understand? These are all my videos and audiobook programs. And what do I do with them? Actually, I have to somehow ask somebody to put it online for me. I can ask somebody to do it for me. Actually, I can ask my family members to be able to do it for me. Actually, they do it for me. But my video programs are already online on YouTube. But say, for example, with all my audiobook programs, I have an idea. I put everything that's my audiobook programs into one USB file. And I just say, this is all my audiobook programs. Please, 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 put it on an audiobook website for me. And that's it. I'll probably now, if they ask me why didn't I do it, I'll probably just say I had no time to do it. I'm very sure, and that's it. I ask Jesus Christ, is that the case? Or Jesus Christ says, go for it. And feel my way through life. I feel my way through life always. That I can put all my audiobook programs into one USB file and I can give it to somebody to do it for me. But why not do it myself? I understand? I mean, why not do it myself? I mean, why not just call up RRS and try to get my TIN number and do it myself right now? I mean, just do it myself, please. I can give him a call. I can give him a call right now. I'll give them a call and I'll put everything together. I ask Jesus Christ about that. I mean, Jesus Christ says go for it. I mean, Jesus Christ tells me go for it. But everything's done in Mega Drive anyway. I'm sure that I understand that. But the thing is, just make sure you understand that no matter what, it's just an idea where I can grab all my audiobook programs and put it into one USB file and give it to somebody to do it for me. And I give them money for it. I give them money to do it for me. I'm promise you now, that's the thing. That's done. If you can do that, that's done for you. If you can do that, then I can say that's done for you. And I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm learning how to enjoy myself. And then I can get my quote books. And I can give money to somebody to do all my quote books in ebook format. And that's the thing. So you give money to somebody to do it for you. And that's it. I mean, that's what I'm doing. And that's it. I'm brushing now. Quote 1, 2, and 3. I say quote book 1, 2, and 3 is done. So I start with quote book 4. And I send somebody toward the folder to write it all down for me. And I make sure I give them money for every single one of the books. And that's it. So you must understand that no matter what, it's work. It's all work. And I have to ask them how to do it for myself. And if they can do it just with photos, with photos it's more enough. It's more how I feel I have to delegate that work. I have to delegate all my work to somebody else to give them money to do it for me. And all my actual PDF files can be put together into one file and put it as a EPUB file so that everybody can see the EPUB files. So I should give somebody money to do it for you and delegate that work to somebody else to do it for you, so you can keep doing what you need to do. And I just do that for myself. And now that over there, to put it into audio programs, I've focused upon understanding to just live my life differently, and I delegate everything to somebody else. I make sure I'm never doing pen to paper work anymore, unless it's just sign a signature. And I'm learning something now. I'm learning that it's not sure how it is. And now, to write electronically anything, I realized to write anything electronically, I probably should not. I may write electronically something down, because it still counts at some times of life. But I'm always communicating. I'm always doing something to communicate. I'm always doing something to help myself to succeed differently. I realize it's much more how I feel. So no matter what I do, I'm learning very quickly how to understand much greater life expectancies and how to do life much greater.